Hello everybody, welcome back to another tanning trials video on my channel. Literally just 2 weeks ago I was talking to my dad of all people saying how there's no new tan coming out at the minute and I'm so gutted about it. Fast forward to 2 weeks on and I can't keep up and I'm back again with another tanning video. So in this week's video we're going to be talking about the newly released Bondisands Technicolour Fake Tan. If you have not seen this all over socials, I don't know how because they've been really chucking out the ads left, right and centre, and you best believe I'm so glad that I did because that is what we're going to be testing out today. Make sure if you haven't already that you subscribe to this channel in case you haven't already, and to keep mega up to date follow me on my socials. All of the links will be on the screen right here. I'll leave timestamps in the description in case you want to skip over certain bits. If you want to get to the nitty gritty, those times will be linked in the description as we go along. Also as well, I didn't realise that Bondisands have also brought out this Gradual face tanning lotion. Didn't know anything about this one. All the hype was around this, so I bought this as well whilst I was there. So this video is also going to be a bit of a mini review on the Gradual face tan lotion. Picked up both of these products from my local Boots. I'm not sure 100% if they have Boots in other countries. I'd like to hope so. I think their equivalent in like America is Sephora possibly, or Ulta. Even though ours is quite small, they still had the full Bondisands range there as far as I could see. They had all of the 4 shades of the Technicolour Tan, and they also had a variety of different products like this one. So I picked up this tan for $18.99 and this was originally $9.99. There's a couple of things that I wanted to address mainly with the Technicolour Tan because that is mostly what this video is about. First of all, the bottle shape is something I have never seen with a fake tan before. It's a diamond rather than a bottle, which is really cool. I'm loving the packaging for this. It is so cute. I'm obsessed. Also, this was going to be amazing to store in my drawers as well because you literally lie it flat. Another thing as well is that the bottle has a lock on it. So, tan. No tan. Isn't that genius? I love that because a lot of the times you'll see in my tanning drawer that all the bottles have some sort of residue from where tan has leaked out. Perfect for if you're traveling or for storing. Another thing that I absolutely love, which I have not seen before, is that there is a customizable quiz that you can take to make sure you pick your correct shade. I just touched on that there are 4 different shades. It's not your usual light, medium, dark, ultra dark. No. It's all to do with tone. I'm not sure if the code will work, but there is a scannable QR code on the back of this bottle. And when you do that, if you have a smartphone, it will take you through to a website where you will basically do semi-in-depth quiz to tell you exactly which of the 4 tans you need to buy. This quiz gets super up close and personal, starts off with what I can remember is what's your eye colour, what's your hair colour, what tone is your hair colour. So say, is it like a warm brown, a dark brown, how does your skin tan in the sun? You have so many different selections of photos to choose from. Point you in the right direction of which tan you need. Like that is... I've never seen anything like that. So for me, whenever I try and use tans, I always go for the ones naturally with the cool tones. I'm olive skinned, so I usually tend to go for like the more neutral tones and cool tones. So for me, I probably would have thought the emerald, which is the green tan, would have been best for me because I am olive skinned. No. It matched me with magenta. Not something that I was expecting, but something that makes total sense when I think about some of the questions I was asked within the quiz. When I tan, naturally, I go very reddy brown, which is crazy. I just look like a completely different person. The magenta tan is for a rich, deep tone. They're trying to make you look as natural as possible for if you were tanning in the sun rather than fake tanning in your house. Touching back on the Gradual face tanning lotion, there was not options of shades for this. It's literally just the lotion in all its glory. Now that we've explained the nitty-gritty of this tan, let's jump into application and all of that good stuff. So before we get started, as usual, picture it didn't happen. This is what my body looks like before I started tanning. It has been what feels like a million years since I've actually seen the sun. So my base layer is looking pretty fair in my opinion, but for me personally, this is quite light. Did the usual things that you should always do before you start fake tanning. So you need to make sure you start with prep, exfoliating, shaving, and moisturizing, double moisturizing in any dry areas. Gave the product a good shake as you should always do and got started with application. For me personally, I always like to start off with applying any face tan first. So because I'm using a lotion, I did that right away. You don't need to mix it with anything, it is just a lotion. You pump it onto your hands and apply it to your skin. It didn't really have a smell at all, so if you're somebody that is quite sensitive to fragrances, that is not something you need to worry about. The consistency of this lotion is very thick. I would say moisturizer and lotion are two different things. Moisturizer I feel is quite a light consistency, whereas lotion is very thick, and that is exactly what this was. This product gradually builds your tan and has shea butter in the ingredients for a naturally hydrating experience. And then once I did that, I rushed off and washed my hands. This is crucial for if you don't want your hands to look janky on the palms. Make sure you do it quick as well. The sooner you do it, the better. It's moisturizing lotion. Your skin is going to want to suck that up because it's hydrating. I then went and re-moisturized my hands to make sure that it hadn't been stripped of any oils. Then, just from personal preference, I like to carry on and apply my tan to my chest and then sweep outwards. The consistency of the mousse was lovely, thick, beautiful formula. Some tans can be quite watery of a mousse. When it's thicker, it's so much easier to apply, and this is exactly that. Had a beautifully deep guide layer, which is exactly what it's offering to you. It literally says it on this diamond shaped bottle. Lovely and easy to buff into my skin. Applied lovely and smoothly to my legs. You will see the contrast. So before applying tan to after applying the tan, the guide layer, that you can see the difference banging. So once I applied as much tan as I wanted to, left it to dry for as long as I possibly could because it is freezing in this office at night. Put on a pair of silky full length pajamas and got ready for bed. So when it comes to development, you've got some options with this tan. It is marketed as a 1 hour express tan. They say that you can apply it, wash it off, and you're good to go. They do recommend, however, for best results that you leave it on for at least 3 hours. I myself always opt for the easiest option, which is sleeping in the tan, because I don't want to walk around all sticky and tanny for like 4, 5, 6 hours. Sometimes tans do have that slightly tacky texture just because it's holding in all that moisture in your skin, which is amazing. But say if you were applying tan and wanted to go off about your day, come home and then rinse it off, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it in this tan. If you've seen my previous videos, you will know that I am a risky person and I have white bedding on my bed at all times, even when tanning. But I always like to use it, see whether or not the tan is transfer proof, and unfortunately for this one, it was not. As you'll see from the photos I pop on the screen, there was a bit of transfer. I was also very confused as well at the tone of the tan that came off. Like, it was very rich and reddy brown, something I'm not used to. Normally it's just plain orange and that's it. But other than that, it was just sort of around the top bit and around where my neck was at the back where the pillow is. Next morning, went to have a shower, rinsed off the guide layer, came straight out and moisturized my body literally within about 4 minutes of getting out of the shower because my skin was so dry. It's fine when the tan's on because it's tacky, it's like a shield, but then when you rinse it off, it's like your skin is screaming for moisture sometimes, and that's exactly what it's like for me. Fresh out the shower, nice layer of moisturizer. This is what my body looked like. As you can see, really nice, healthy glow, smooth, no streaks. We do the elbow check. You can see it's sort of gripped around my elbows just a little bit. That is to be expected because that is also one of the drier places on my body. My wrists and the palms of my hands, however, were good to go as well. Legs and ankles also looked great as well. Unfortunately, I do have kind of strawberry legs and a little bit on my chest where the tan just kind of clings and gets stuck in those pores without giving you basically like a full bosom shot. I tried to take a picture of my chest to show you because I didn't do that last time, but on my legs and on my chest there were quite a lot of spots from where the tan had soaked into my pores and got stuck there. My hands, it did cling to a little bit more than I would have liked. I think it is literally just because my hands are so dry at the minute. I don't think it's the tan's fault because it applied lovely everywhere else. Touching back on the Gradual tanning lotion that we applied as well, I can't lie to you, it didn't do much to my face the first time applying it. I would say that I applied maybe potentially, in some people's opinion, a bit too much. However, that didn't translate onto my face. The only good thing that I'll say about that is that it didn't cling to my pores on my nose or on my chin. This area here and this area here is so bad when it comes to fake tan. Didn't bring any new spots to a head on my face either, because you'll see from the original clips, my skin is not good at the minute. However, it didn't cling to any spots or spot scarring. For the first application, there wasn't a lot of colour payoff, unfortunately. quality. It is a gradual tanner, I understand that, but I would have thought maybe it would have given me a little something to work with after the first use. I am going to keep using it to see. When I woke up this morning, my skin wasn't oily or anything. It was lovely and hydrated and felt really plump, which was lovely though. I might pop like a update on my Instagram story or something, just because I won't have time to do that in this video. Now, winding down the video for the ratings of this product, or these products should I say, because there's two. Let's start off with the lotion first, just because I only applied this to my face. Packaging is super on brand for Bondisands. Like, this is what I would associate with the original OG Bondisands products. 50 milliliters of product within this tub. The $9.99, that is quite pricey, but it's Bondisands. You know, it's a known, loved OG brand when it comes to tan. Love the packaging, like the fact it didn't clog my pores, love the fact that it has no smell, because I don't really like having overly fragranced products on my face. For the price versus the payoff of product after the first use, I'm a bit like 50-50, because I loved the way it made my skin feel, but I didn't love the fact that my face wasn't that tanned. I mean, even though there was a contrast between my neck and my body from the mousse versus my face with the lotion, I still was kind of expecting a little bit more, but that's how I feel about the Gradual Tanner so far. Now, moving on to the Technicolour 1 Hour Express Self Tanner. Packaging, 10 out of 10. I love this. I love the creativity. I love the fact that I'll be able to store this safely. The way that they've marketed this is something I've not seen before, and I love that, so I'd probably give that like a 10. The fact it's got a lockable nozzle, genius. So that's also a 10 out of 10. The way that they've done the shades for this is genius. The fact they've put so much thought into doing a quiz and making it really in-depth and making sure this is inclusive for everybody to use is beautiful. I really like how much effort has gone into it, so that's a 10 out of 10 for me. Application was lovely, great formula, nice thick mousse, very light smell, great guide layer, just easy to apply all round. The clogging of the pores kind of brings it down a little bit, as well as the transfer on the sheets. No clinging, no patching, all of that brings it back up again. Would I recommend this to a friend? I absolutely would do, because the thing is, when you recommend things to a friend, what suits you and what looks good on you does not always look good on somebody else. I hate to break it to you. Not everybody is the same. So the fact that you can say with this, I really enjoyed using the tan. The formula's great. They do have a quiz, so you do the quiz and then you can pick the right shade for you. It's brilliant. It's all about tones rather than about the deepness of the tan. Light, medium, dark, and ultra dark doesn't always cut it. It's like with foundation, you can have the same light, medium, dark, but then it's the tones. You've got warm tones, neutral, and you've got cool tones, and not everybody has the same undertone. Great for beginners as well if you are somebody that's worried about the vagueness of a light, medium, dark, and ultra dark, because whenever you're starting out, everybody has that fear of being orange. So this is a great way of starting out and avoiding that altogether. So with that being said, $18.99 is more on the higher end scale, but I think that Bondisands have grown to be that way and deserve that. So overall, I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10, because I love the creativity of it, I love the packaging, I love the options, the formula is great, just everything in a package altogether. It's just literally the transfer of the product and the clogging of the pores that brings it down a little bit. Harsh but fair. Same with the Bondisands lotion, I'd probably give it like a 6. I'm still going to use both of these products, and I'm going to make a final decision about this on another day. So that is it for this week's video, testing out the new Bondisands additions, the Technicolour 1 Hour Express Tan, as well as the Bondisands Facial Gradual Tanner. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. Links will be in the description to both of these items if you want to try them out yourself. I do highly recommend that you do so, along with my socials. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on those. All of the links will be on the screen, as well as a link to subscribe to this channel down below. Thank you again so much for spending your time with me this week. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, whatever it is you're doing, and I'll see you next time for another one. Bye guys.